have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Yellow.
You better focus up, man. You better lock in, my boy.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Cause you ain't doing shit, my boy.
Incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free.
Better lock in, my boy.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Oh my gosh, it's like
Yellow.
of course.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one caught by Rice.
Out of bounds.
Just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
There we go.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
Ooh,
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Yellow.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing now is Mahomes. This will be caught at about
Come on, man. Where the fumble at, man?
and just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Yellow. 15.
Smith.
Oh my gosh.
End zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right?
Man, what a block.
You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Butker on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Bro.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh my gosh. What the fuck?
Smith, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14.
Eagles 14. Harrison Butker to kick off 14 to City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First, a quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Hurts. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off 14 to City.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Into space at the 45. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a second down and 9. Looking to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And this one too low.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're...
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense... There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30.
50, green. Ready.
Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. That's taken in by Watson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Blue check.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready, ready. Hunt.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
60 red. Red, cycle. Set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Andrew McKilba.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Down at the 25.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First down.
They'll set up a throw. Smith catches left side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20. Yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now 2nd and 3.
Let's go. Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
All that rapping pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Play action this time with Love. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the set. 43 rail. Come on. Hut.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ready up.
From the 35, here's the 2nd and 8.
Set. Ready.
Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Love now. Pass caught. That's Golden. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
On the double.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Ready. Yellow. 22. Claws. 10. Hut.
Here's Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers have taken the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now back to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Grant Calcaterra from 3 yards out. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Set, ready, set, hunt.
Play fake. Here's Love. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Ready.
Love, they go play action now. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Love looking to throw it. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Blue, 32.
Again, it's Love. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
A fake on the jet sweep as they'll go play action with Hurts. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Grant Calcaterra. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Okay.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Able to find his man, Kraft. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Field, black. Blue is striking. Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Let's go. Claws red.
Throwing. Love. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure down home on that last play and forcing to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30.
Shot, 17. Slide through.
Going back to Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Jenkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted.
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Seattle Seahawks and and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Starting at the 10. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They motion a receiver left. Throwing to start this game. It's his target. That's Torrey Horton. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Here's Darnold. Escapes the pocket. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's at the 34. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They bring the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, Walker. A disappointing way to begin this one as he is stopped for no gain, and 3 plays in, Brock. They're already facing 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Now Darnold, 4th down. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They give up the gut to Walker. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver could easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. From the gun, Darnold. That one is caught. Horton has it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. First and 10, Darnold. Buys time, rolling right. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Oh, and how well he's slinging at this opening drive, Brock. Not sure we expected to see an incompletion, but his perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
Yeah, kind of the feeling out process, right? I think you find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side. I have a sense there'll be some completions and incompletions along the way.
Throw is caught. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
1st down.
So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to the link right after this. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And again, it's Darnold. Sends this to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
2nd and 10. Darnold. That pass is caught by Horton. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Darnold looking to throw. Finds Bobo. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. From the pocket, looking for a target.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
This is Walker on second. Has some room to work. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks get the game's first points here in the second. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. You come in as a significant underdog, Brock, in somebody else's building. You know how essential it is to have a good start, and these guys did just that.
Yep, you're the weaker guy in the fight. You need to make your first shot count. Make them think about it. They've seized the momentum, really given themselves a fighting chance. Now they just got to do it consistently.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Jason Myers picking off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Xavier Gibson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Gibson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tough. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Leonard Williams applying the hit there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Hurts now from the gun. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan. Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Hurts now on 4th. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
A play fake, now Hurts to throw. It's intercepted! And the Seahawks take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. All right, working from the gun to start. Throwing from his own end zone. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles nearly bring it back for a pick 6, but he is tackled at the very last moment. Backed up on their own goal line, Brock. A little bit surprising to see them decide to throw for it there.
Yeah, a bunch of trust thrown their way by this staff to call a pass play in that situation.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. This is Cox. That's Walker. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Escapes out to the left. Putting down the field, and he's got it. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. And they spike the ball to stop the clock. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
We got set.
Darnold. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Myers' kick is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Just really nice execution on his part to convert there. For the kicker to pay off, really the execution of his teammates. He works so much on situational opportunities those minutes before halftime, and they maximized it.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Gibson now to return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Hurts looking to throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. He'll throw it. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. What a play to beat the defense on 4th down. It's 23 yards and a first.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
It's Hurts once again. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And again, here's Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And he's going to work it to the 20. Julian Love bringing that one to an end.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Hurts throwing again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Hurts yet again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Hey, easy, 63, bad.
They're going to run with Barkley. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
Great, set. Trimmer.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense up to the line fast.
9 on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Smith and Jigba going in motion right. Gets it out wide quick, and oh, he might throw this. He's got him. It's caught. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. Play fake, Darnold. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And they're going to catch him right as he gets this to the 30. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Complete, it's Horton. Drifts away from one. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Red 80. Yo, 80. Red 80.
From the gun, Darnold. This is Cup. That's Cup. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's another Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Seattle.
And again, it's Darnold. This one's caught. It's cut near the sideline. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line, partner. So they're going to be set up with first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Lady. Red 80.
Sticking to the air here. And he'll score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a fourth-quarter lead. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he's going to get him all the way up near that 30-yard line. Brock knocked out a step or two shy of it. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Eagles first down.
First
and 10.
They go to Barkley again. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first and 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
42. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down. Looking to throw. Dumps it off to Barkley, complete. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Pass complete to Goddard. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Good.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
1st down, on with Barkley. Saw Wayne hit it quick. Call out a gain of 7. Nicely done. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Here he is to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Here he is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left with 4th down here.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. To throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the 1st instead.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Setting up to pass. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have won. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. He'll look to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. 2nd and 10. Darnold. Trying to push deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35. They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Here's the backup, first throw. This is for the ball game. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. That throw doesn't lead to 6. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. One final shot here. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia. Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Xavier Gipson now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. He rolls to his right. This is complete, downfield to Smith. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. 35 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia. First down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Flush down in the pocket. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Well, we haven't even had time to settle in up here in the booth yet. And just like that, partner, it is already 8-0.
We haven't had time to settle in. How about these coaches' booths next to us up here? How about them guys? One side super, super happy about how this game started. The other going to be searching for some answers.
He fields it from the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Running right, it's Barkley. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Hurts to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Running left, this is Barkley. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hurts now from the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Silver, set. Great, set.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught, it's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
16 more yards. And an Eagles first down.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 8-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Great.
Hurts looking to throw. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as frequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect one-for-one.
What a start to this one, baby. Both teams scoring, and without hesitation, want everyone out there to go for two. For fans of aggressive offenses, Brock, this is certainly shaping up to be their perfect type of game.
Yeah, you think both these offenses just going to go for two from here on out? I don't know. There's a lot of risk involved with it, but I'm here for it.
And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Good, set. On anyone, huh?
The ground with Barkley. And he'll manage three there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles, who have 1st and 10.
Great, set. 180. Man.
Back to throw, Hurts. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
73.
Again to Barkley. And he only gets this one down to the 9. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
They go play fake with Hurts. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hurts getting out to his left. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense... Starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Will set up for the 2-point
Hurts looking to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this is caught inside the end zone. The 2-point try successful. They're up to a 16-8 lead.
Eagles 8. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Showing a little burst so far. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
No touch it. No.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Hurts on first down. He's got it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. And again, here's Hurts. Hits his running back. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
No touch it.
Hurts throwing again. He's got it near the 8. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles earn the chance to tie before halftime. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome. Maybe a little armchair quarterback after that call. Like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Gibson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Great.
He'll throw it. He's going to loft one deep to the left. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Epps. And the Eagles are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
No touch that. No touch.
Here's Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. Gets up the edge to the 35. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Throwing here, Hurts. Makes the catch. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Making that throw in double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
Throwing from the gun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Great. Set.
It's Hurts once again. He has the first over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. And an Eagles first
They give to Barkley, left side. And he picks up about 4 yards before they send him out. So 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
On him quick, and they bring him down. And that's that draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
loss of 4 yards. And 2nd down.
No touch that. No touch.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Great. Set. No touch.
3rd and long for him here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
A 44-yard attempt.
Elliott connects there. And they've taken back the lead.
Makes the score Eagles.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter.
Eagles.
And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Gibson now to return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
No touch that.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Cooper to Gene in to pick it up. And the Eagles are able to get the return down to the 40-yard line before they're stopped. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. You can put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Hurts setting up to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. And that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end. Well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And a man is there to knock that away.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Hey, 73, 73.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. On the handoff, it's Barkley. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Barkley off the pistol again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Trimmer. Crowd left Yeti. $63.
Here he is to throw. Headed out right. Catch made. And they get the 1st down. This also moves him into range, Brock, for a potential game-winning field goal.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. He's still going at the 30. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. All set now. 1st and 10. Here's Saquon. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
At the 14-yard line.
They run it with Saquon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Now 3rd and 5.
Great, set. On anyone, eh?
Yeah, Nick Sirianni saw that play clock running down as he hurries to get a timeout called. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Great, set. Delta.
Throwing now. Vacates quickly left side. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Looking to tack on 2 more. The Eagles and Hurts to the line.
The Eagles will set up for the...
Here he is to throw. Buying some time left. While still throwing, and this is intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. And this one only gets up to about the 5-yard line.
22. Eagles 17.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. They've got to keep moving quick here.
That's good for Eagles.
Setting up to pass. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And it's going to be 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
One final shot here. He completes it in traffic. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
1st and 10.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.